Welcome to 0 to 60. Matt McChesney. I am the owner and operator of 6-0 Football Academy and 6-0 Equipment. Played at the University of Colorado from 2004. 6 years in the National Football League on both sides of the football.
That was his dream to play for Colorado.
McChesney grew up in Colorado, always wanted to be a Buffalo, has had a great career.
I'm Matt McChesney. This is 0 to 60. That is Coach Prime. We're at the University of Colorado. Brother, thank you so much. Well, shit. Look, we're back. It wasn't the last show. This is going to be awesome. 0 to 60 rolls. We're down here at the lab at 6-0 Football Academy. We just got a couple guys offered. We got guys moving to the transfer portal. Shit is good. I'm telling you, if you're a big guy, especially, well, really, if you're in any position, but if you're in the trench and you're not in here, you're fucking up, dog, especially if you're in Colorado. We have a ton to talk about today. Bailey's on the ones and the twos. Boy, do I got some fucking news for y'all. And I'm not necessarily happy about it. I can't say that I'm like really pumped up about this news I'm about to share. On Thursday, Buffed in Prime, our man Takal will be on the show at some point, probably around, 1:30 or so, to talk about signing day, which is tomorrow. The lack of people that are signing tomorrow, the transfer portal, and everything else that's going on with him online, because if you think I'm a lightning rod, holy fuck. And then Friday, we'll have a nice show and wrap up the weekend. Coach Shiverini, Darren Shiverini, who you can see on Coach JB's show, great Buff wide receiver and the head coach at Northeastern out in Oklahoma, plays his bowl game this weekend. He'll be on our show Monday or Tuesday of next week. Yeah, man, we got a lot to fucking talk about. Today's a good day. Happy Tuesday. Let's go, Bailey. Fucking rock.
We're rolling here. Got a plethora of guests coming up, so look forward to that. But go ahead and pound that like button, subscribe, and become a member of the Dungeon family here at 0 to 60, the premier show for Colorado Buffaloes football coverage. Matt, signing period, early signing windows tomorrow, and I don't know what we're gonna have to talk about. Thursday's gonna be a wild show, to say the least, because I'm certainly concerned going into it. But, Matt, the title of the show, Changes Incoming. Are there changes incoming for Coach Prime and the Colorado football staff? Many are calling for this. Many are expecting this.
You know what? I think? The numbers are rising. I'm going to keep everybody on the tip for a good 20 minutes. Let's talk about something else.
Okay. I'll leave it on.
There may be changes coming. There might not be changes coming. I don't know. Maybe you're just going to have to hang out on the tip for the next 25 minutes, and then I'll tell you, God, I love this shit.
I'll just say this. The growing narrative from multiple Colorado alum that I've heard speak about the current staff in place at Colorado is a common theme. I just hear the theme of too many yes men, lack of college coaching experience, a lot of friends on the staff. But are there changes incoming? Stay tuned. We'll discuss that. Matt, let's dive into it here. Maybe. We'll see. But, Matt, we're actually going to change this up here. Talked about this yesterday. We're going to go over to Fort Collins, Matt, because we're just going to get you into a real angry mood. They hired Jim Mora. And I think this is an unbelievable hire for them. I don't think anybody saw this coming, though. Jim Mora leaving UConn to come to Fort Collins and take over the Sheep. But Matt, Jim Mora revealed that he's been interested in this job since at least 2019. Matt, take a listen to this.
Point did CSU get on your radar as a potential next spot for you?
2019. So I went back and I looked through my yeah, I know. Might be a little surprising. In 2019, I sent a text to somebody here when the job was open expressing my interest. So that's when it got on my radar initially. I have a relationship with Jay Norvell. Jay coached for my dad. I grew up in this business, so I'm always very, very sensitive to the changes that take place. But as a football coach, we all understand that change is inevitable, and it's something that we have to accept if we're going to be in this business. When the program decided to move on from Jay, I was immediately interested. It renewed that interest that I had in 2019. And fortunately, you know, that interest led to me being able to sit here in front of all you today as the new head football coach at Colorado State. And like I said, I'm ecstatic about it. I mean, I can hardly contain myself. I can't wait to get going.
Matt, I have a question about Coach Mora here. So obviously, Coach Prime's at Colorado. You got Coach Calhoun over Air Force. Do you think Coach Mora can take over the state of Colorado and become the best coach in Colorado? And on another note, what impact does this have to the Colorado Buffaloes, this hire, if any? Go ahead.
Well, Troy Calhoun is the best head coach in Colorado, and I don't really think it's close. He's the most tenured. He's got the most bowl wins. He's got the most wins. I know Air Force has been down for a couple of years, but I have a feeling they're going to be pretty good next year. That's usually the way they operate. So we'll just put that out of the way. It's too bad that Air Force doesn't get an opportunity to go to the Pac-12. I would have loved to see the Pac-12, even though Army and Navy are on the East Coast. I would have loved to see them take all three of the service academy schools into that conference. That would have been pretty awesome. Now, that said, everybody knows I hate CSU. But I want you to understand that the respect I have for them, I lost the respect pretty much after McElwain. I just wasn't. They didn't operate the same. Bobo tried. He tried his best, but he was a little out of place. I think them moving to the Pac-12 and being in a major conference, regardless how you want to view it, it's still going to be a major conference. You go undefeated in the Pac-12 or you have one loss, you're making the playoff.
That's true.
Period. Because that conference is way better than the American.
Yeah, especially.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the American teams start jumping to the Pac-12. So I think this is a fucking home run hire. He's a worker. His dad's a coach. He's been all over. He's been in the NFL. He's been in college. He's had success. He's failed. He's been fired. He's been hired. He's been blamed. He's been shamed, but he's also been praised. He's a fucking great recruiter. He's a program builder. And he's a grinder, bro. He's already on the phone. Dakota Rich, the linebacker at Valor, offered CSU. Probably gonna make that official today. I'm meeting with him and his parents this afternoon. Pretty awesome. CSU has been fucking like a disappearing act for the last 4 or 5 years. Jay Norvell was probably scared shitless of me, which is not surprising. Most sheep are. But Mora's not a sheep. Mora's a ram. Let's be real.
That's true. That is true.
Jay's a sheep.
Yeah.
Jim's a ram. Eric Pierce, Joel Dreesen, Morgan Pierce, Cecil Sapp, Clint Oldenburg. They're Rams. Pete Rebstock, who I was talking to yesterday, the great little white boy wide receiver who put 200 on us my senior year. He's a Ram. Those are the kind of guys I'm talking about when I say respect, where if you don't prepare for them, Sonny Lubbock's teams embarrass the fuck out of you in Mile High. It happened to me twice. I think this is a great hire. They're already on the road recruiting. They're already trying to flip kids. They're already bringing in guys from UConn. I personally think he's already said this is going to be his last job. I wouldn't be surprised if Jim's here for 10 years. And a couple of years from now, CSU is fucking humming, bro. Like humming like a motherfucker. Because look at the new Pac-12. Okay? Canvas Stadium is beautiful. I know it's empty all the time, but that's because they suck. Period. When CU went there, that place was filled to the fucking brim. Okay, for the Wyoming and Air Force games, they had about half capacity. But again, you're gonna have to. I hope that they continue to play their rivals. We'll see. But I think CSU has the potential to walk into the Pac-12 and compete with San Diego State and Fresno State and Boise and Washington State and Oregon State for the fucking title. You arguably have the best head coach in the goddamn conference. I mean, Coach Lewis at San Diego State is incredible. I wish that New Mexico was going because Jason Eck, what he did,
has done a hell of a job.
He did, and he just got extended. Jason Eck, bro, he's a great friend of mine, a great coach. I've known him for fucking ever. He was a CU way back in the day. He is a fucking stud of a human, bro. Just an unbelievable coach. He turned around New Mexico, dog. New Mexico won 9 fucking games and went undefeated at home for the first time since 1945.
Crazy.
So, he just signed an extension. So, look, I think that this is a really good hire by CSU. I'm kind of shocked that they got a guy like Jim Mora. I am kind of intrigued on. I can't wait to sit down with him and meet with him and talk about the players in the state and how we can facilitate sending them to CSU. Because if CU is not going to recruit them, they will.
That was my next question. What does that mean for CU and in-state recruiting? Because, Matt, I mean, there's so much talent on the table here that I feel like is leaving CU.
The Pac-12 has got to show that it can compete at a national level like the Big 12. The ACC is, boy, we're going to talk about that later on the show.
I know. We're going to have a good debate.
But like the Big 12, you're never going to compete like the SEC and the Big 10. But at least get on the Big 12 and the ACC's level, right? So to see if they can come back. See if they can go put, a bunch of teams into bowls and win and be competitive and win non-conference games. If they do that in over 2 or 3 years and all of a sudden CSU is a major player in the Pac-12, I don't see why you can't keep anybody here. If you've got more money in revenue, you've got more money in the NIL coffers, you got more money to give the players because you're in a major conference because of the TV deal. Even though the Apple deal with Pac-12 is like $20 million, is better than the $2 million that they give from the Mountain West. So
fair.
I think that this is all about work now. Make sure you hire an offensive line coach that doesn't block me on Twitter. Billy Best blocking me up. The offensive line coach at CSU 3 years ago walked in here with this fucking next gen. And I've never told this story because I didn't want to burn a bridge that wasn't even built.
No, go ahead.
But we walked in here with this virtual reality goggles, and he was like, "Yeah, I need $30,000 to invest in this." And I was like, "Dog, I'm not giving you $30,000 for this shit. Are you crazy? I'll send some players to you, but I can't even see left. What do I want virtual reality goggles for? We're in here doing real work. We're not in here jerking off to Pornhub on virtual reality goggles. That's for after the workout. That doesn't have anything to do with me. I don't need to be part of that."
Sure.
And he blocked me and got all sensitive and shit and stopped recruiting the room. And now he's fired. Shocker. It's the only time anybody from CSU has blocked me, Morgan or Eric. Remember that, fuckers. The only time ever was on Twitter. I'm just saying, I think Mora is a real ball coach. I mean, his pops is maybe one of the most colorful coaches in history. Playoffs. That's his pops.
And his pop is still sharp as a tack. I've talked to him on the phone. We had on JB's show. Still sharp as a tack.
Badass. And I guarantee you he's going to help his son if he asks for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that Coach Moore is a great hire. CSU hit a home run. Now, give him all the resources he needs to go do the job. And CSU people, all you fucking farmers and sheep, show the fuck up to your goddamn stadium and support your fucking team. Because I'll say one thing. CU under Sanders has been 4-8 and 3-9 in between the 9-4 season, okay? In the 4-8 season, we were sold out to the fucking brim. The 3-9 season, bro, I went to damn near every game. They were sold out to the fucking brim. Arizona State, I know it looked empty at the end of the game, and it was. But at the beginning of the game, that shit was to the tippy top.
Right.
So CSU now has to figure out if they're going to support their football team or not because you just got one hell of a coach. So hats off, Rammies. Good job. Now, CSU, you have a real opportunity. There's blood in the water to take over the state from a recruiting standpoint. I really doubt that Coach Mora is going to pull this one with me. Well, Trey Zune goes to Fossil Ridge, but he's getting recruited by everybody. We don't think we can recruit him. And Gage Genther goes to Fossil Ridge, and he's getting recruited by everybody too. And we don't think we can recruit him. And this next kid up there, that's Caleb Camping kid that I'm meeting with on Sunday morning, who's 6'6", tight end who can run. You know, we offered him, but we'll see if we're really going to recruit him that hard. He's probably going to go somewhere else. Oh, darn it, G. Wilkers. Nah, fuck that. Coach Mora's not going to roll like that. He's going to walk in and go, you can stay here and develop and go to the NFL and be a fucking multimillionaire just like all these other guys did. And remember, Sonny Lubbock's teams, like, I know you're young, Bailey. I'm not trying to talk shit.
Oh,
but Sonny Lubbock's CSU teams, from the minute he took over until the minute he left, were such a massive pain in the fucking ass. They were always good. They're dirty to the point of like frustration. Like you have to match dirtiness. They don't give a fuck about the logo on the side of the helmet they're playing. They want to beat the shit out of CU because Sonny convinced everybody there that CU neglected them and fucking told them they couldn't play there and shit. And like that was the narrative, and it fucking worked.
Mm-hmm.
Forever, for years, CSU was the opening game of the season, especially all 5 years I played there. We played them to open the year. My freshman year, they beat us 28-24. They tear gassed the entire old Mile High Stadium. It was awful. They had an awesome time. We got tear gassed. It sucked. The next year, we beat the fucking bricks off of them in 01. In 02, we were ranked third in the country, and they upset us. Opening game of the season. In 03 was the Lightning game where Clapp threw for 400 and it was 42-35 back and fucking forth. Pete Rebstock, who I brought up, running up and down the fucking field. Brantley Van Pelt fucking with people. And in 04, we had to stop him on the goal line to beat him by 3. In 05, Mason Crosby hit like a 7-yard field goal. I know that's exaggerating, but it was long as fuck to beat him. Like that. And then it kind of died because both teams were kind of shitty. And then CU would be good one year and CSU would be bad. And CSU would be good under McElwain with Weston Richburg and those boys, and they would win a bowl game with Washington State, but CU would be shitty. Like they didn't pair up when they were both good again.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope the rivalry comes back. I really hope that Mora and Prime and the administration in Fort Collins and the administration in Boulder, next year, Colorado plays Weber State at home. Why the fuck are we playing Weber State? Yeah. I don't want to fuck. I'm not going to that piece of shit game. Who gives a fuck? Can we play these people?
Yeah.
Every year? Like, I'm sorry, but the people in Boulder, you decide if we play these guys or not, and running from them is not the answer.
I agree. And I think this is a massive hire for those in Fort Collins here, Matt. And I think we're going to see the impact starting next season here. Weber State, yeah, I can't wait. Colorado better not find a way to lose.
Listen to this fucking stupid bullshit. CU has never been good, bitch. I got 4 fucking rings in 5 years. Shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah, I think people just say that to fuck with you, man.
You don't know shit. You'd like, again, if it didn't happen 3 inches in front of your face, which is how long your dick is, it probably didn't happen. Next. Good job, CSU. Great hire.
Matt, let's dive into some Colorado Buffaloes football coverage here. There's a video. This Coach Prime. How do I say this here? Because this is something that kind of went under our radar a couple weeks ago here, about 10 days ago or so. Coach Prime is talking about Sean Myers, linebacker, Colorado. Well, I think plays pretty fucking hard, especially later in the year.
Arizona State, he was the best defensive player on the field.
Exactly. I thought he was making plays, man, for sure. But Brian Howell, longtime Colorado Buffaloes beat writer, reporter, been on the show several times.
You don't disrespect Brian Howell. He's the man.
Brian Howell's been covering Colorado forever, and he deserves the respect he deserves. Been covering for a long time. But Coach Prime was asked about this, was asked about how he felt about Sean Myers' play. And this is his response here, folks. Take a listen.
Sean Myers the last couple of weeks has been balling and making some big time plays for you guys, and a guy that sat most of the year. Are you seeing something out of him that like he's kind of making the most of his opportunity these last few weeks?
It's been good. Yeah.
Anything else for Coach?
Well,
Go ahead.
You ain't watching no film, huh? Nothing.
This is the problem, Bailey.
So
These
why are
guys-
him Matt? So hold on. You hear Neely in the background too is laughing too, right?
Yeah, fucking
Brother-
Neely's real. That's a real. You know what's funny? Neely having a job. So look,
So it is, Matt.
this is the problem. They think everybody outside of the room that they sit in is fucking stupid. They think that everybody's a remedial. Nobody knows what they're talking about. Nobody can outcoach them. Nobody can out-recruit them. Why would anybody not want to come here to get recruited? We don't need to leave the fucking office to go find anyone. All the reporters are idiots. The minute you ask me a question about somebody, does he pull up Myers' game log from you can pull it up and see how many games he played. I know he played in every game, but I don't think he started once. I don't think I saw him in the starting lineup one time until maybe Arizona State. Maybe. So saying that Brian Howell doesn't watch film, bro, you don't watch film. Come on, let's be real here. Like saying that he did come on at the end of the year and play really well. That's true. He probably should have been starting the whole fucking time.
Yeah, and making plays. He
again-
played hard too, Matt. Like you didn't really question his effort.
I don't understand the first of all, what are we smiling about? We're 3-9. Second of all, what's funny? What's funny? What's funny about Brian Howell's question?
Yeah,
What's funny about it? He doesn't watch film. He watches every fucking snap of every game. If anybody knows more about that team, I'd be shocked.
Matt, how long has Brian Howell been in Colorado compared to Coach
Bro,
Bryant?
God, I
I'm
don't
just
even know.
saying, Matt, because
he
Coach
wrote-
Bryant and Neely too are laughing at probably the most senior reporter
Easily.
Like he's
Maybe like Brian Howell wrote a book.
too, so I don't get that shit. Go ahead.
He wrote a book called 100 Things You Need to Know About the Colorado Buffaloes. You know who needs to read it? Coach Prime. You know who needs to stop with all of this contradictory bullshit like they played and or coached is Neely. Bro, you're a government propaganda podcast. You are controlled by the institution that employs you. You do not stop, please, Neely, stop. And if you want to get all offended about it, get fucking offended, dog. We're not friends. I don't need to talk to you to get anything done, and nothing's going to get done anyway because they're closing ranks up there, and what I'm about to tell everybody is just going to solidify that even more. So look, the coaching staff in Boulder thinks that everybody out here in the real world is a bunch of morons. The media is dumb. If they're not glazing them, then they're blackballed. None of the kids in Colorado can play. High school guys can't play. We're not going to go recruit. I'm starting to really, really, really I'm starting to really question what's happening. And if that makes me the bad guy, then I'm sorry, but I'm loyal to this, not them. They should be loyal to this, not them. Coach Prime, you coach here. So I've gotten to the point here where I'm done with this bullshit. Now you're disrespecting Brian Howell and telling him he doesn't watch tape. That man has watched literally every snap of Colorado football for how long? 20 fucking years? There's no one, let me reiterate, and we're verting this. There's no one's word I respect in the media more about the University of Colorado than my man BH. Not one person. If you want unbiased, real reporting, He's been to every game. He was there when they were good. He was there when they've been shit. He covered them the same way when they were 1-11 and down and out than he did when they were 9-4 and winning a Heisman. And now you're going to, you don't watch tape. Any more questions for Coach? Like, that question's bad. So pull up Meyer and let's talk about his numbers this year. How many games started, if you can find it?
Well, first off, I can tell you he's played in, I think, every game this season.
Well, he played in every game, there's no doubt. But
I mean, he's gotten at least a solo tackle, total tackle, at least in every game as well. I'm on ESPN. It doesn't really tell you how many games he started. Also, with Colorado, I don't think he did start. I thought wasn't always French and Hughes ahead of him.
French and Brown.
Or Brown too, yeah. I'm just thinking all three.
And maybe Meyer did
start.
Rotating. Look, to say that you don't watch film, what is that to insinuate that he didn't ball out at the end of the year? Because he was by far the best player on the field against Arizona State.
Arizona State, yeah.
I mean, he was making fucking plays. So, again, this hard question. These people don't know what they're talking about. Laugh it off. Press conference over. It's typical. Typical. BH, I got your back, bro. That's not the way you should be treated. And keep asking hard questions because you have every right to. And they should be answering the question, not deflecting like this. And I'm on Team Howell, bro. That's not cool. That shit's not cool. It's just not cool. Like, I'm sorry, but Brian's a much better man than me. You will start giggling at my question and shit. I'm probably not going to respond very well. That's why I don't go to the fucking press conferences. I'm not breaking news. I'm reacting to it.
Sure.
Next.
Yeah. And I have a lot of respect for Brian Howell. I saw that. I was really, I was like, damn, I was disappointed to see that somebody.
I wonder if Adam Munster-Tiger and Koenigsberg and Jake and DNVR, are y'all going to talk about this and bring it up and shine light and fucking like prop up your media member, or is this just glazed? I guarantee you, I know the answer.
I would guess.
Actually, Adam's not. Adam, I shouldn't throw
Adam Wood out of all. That was the one.
I shouldn't throw Adam in there, but everybody else is glazing.
I was gonna say I saw a picture of Adam.
I'm sorry, Adam.
But Matt, let's the title of the show is this: changes coming for Coach Prime in Colorado. Are they incoming or not? It's I left it as a question mark. I hadn't spoken with Matt at all. This is a big question I have. I think a lot of people have. What's going to happen with the staff? Is Coach Prime going to bring in more experienced coaches? Is he going to bring in? I had mentioned somebody who had a real impact on Clark Lee, Jerry Kill. Is he going to bring in somebody like that who's been a longtime coach to maybe help advise in places that could help Coach Prime? But nothing has happened. The only change I've seen so far is Marshall Faulk. Hired at Southern. He was introduced and he had his press conference today, answered several questions. I'll cover that on my show with Coach Leroy Frederick tomorrow. But Matt, what do you got to say about this?
Oh my fucking God. Oh my God.
What?
Not just
shit.
The world I live in, homie.
Okay, Matt, what do you have to say about the Colorado coaching staff? Do you think there are changes incoming or no?
No, I don't think they're going to change anything. I'm not going to say whose name this is. Yesterday, Coach Prime told the staff they were taking a 20% pay cut. That's it. So everybody on the staff is going to get docked 20% of their pay, and he's probably not going to fire anybody. If someone wants to leave, that's another case, and they'll hire another coach. You want to know why? Let's break this down and think about it. Why isn't he mass firing? You want to know why? Because he doesn't have a coaching tree. He didn't come from a coaching tree, and he doesn't have one. He just has his buddies that have helped him in high school, Jackson State, and now at Colorado. So he can't pick up the phone and say, I worked with this guy back at this place and here, and I want to bring him in because I like his philosophy. He hired Coach Lewis. Coach Lewis gave him pushback, wanted to coach Shedeur hard. He got rid of him quick. That also shows other coaches in the country that they don't want to go work there because they're not yes men. They're trying to win, and they're trying to develop, and they're trying to advance. Coach Prime's not trying to advance. This is his last job. and only job.
God.
This is Coach Sapp's last job. This is Coach Pecco's last job. This is Hank's last job. I feel sorry for Dre at this point because I know Gerard really wants to coach, but he's in a 3-man offensive line room. You think Gunner's going to get another job somewhere? Everybody that was defending Gunner on social media, I don't have anything personal against him at all. He's a nice guy. But that we're talking about coaching offensive line, and the offensive line, you've seen the fucking protection breakdowns.
Boy,
I don't need to sit here, and they don't double team, and and he's not in there like pushing for them to run the ball 50 times a game. I know that. So when you don't have a coaching tree and you didn't come from one, it's impossible to pick up the phone and just say, hey, I'm going to fire these 4 guys, and I'm going to bring in guys that I know can help us win. Because he doesn't know anybody else. So I understand he knows everybody from a player perspective. I get he knows Mike Zimmer and everyone respects him. I respect him. I love Coach Prime. I'm saying that is a fact. You're going to dock everybody 20%?
So let's go. Let's address this. So he's docking the whole staff next year 20%
20% of the coaching. Every coach is getting docked 20% of their pay.
But
and I really doubt they're gonna fire anybody. Because you know what?
What does that accomplish, Matt?
It doesn't. It just pisses it. I'm sure it just pisses everybody the fuck off and passes the buck. It passes the buck. It says this is your fault and slap on the wrist. Are you going to dock the fucking players their pay? Is Juju going to get docked 20%? And I'm sure they didn't want this out, but again, when this is what it is.
If you start docking your players' pay, what did Coach Brian say the other day about what the number one reason players leave, Matt?
Money. So again, usually the hungry dog is going to do whatever it can to eat. Okay. When the dog's full, they sleep. And right now, that's what's happening in Boulder, bro. It's all your fault. We're docking 20%. All of you can keep your jobs. Let's see how next year goes. We've lost 5 commits. We're only signing 9 high school kids tomorrow, maybe.
So apparently.
And look, I hope the transfer portal and the JUCO works out great. That's fantastic. I hope everything works and they win. But, bro, I am extremely concerned. Extremely, because if they roll the same exact coaching staff out next year, what exactly do you expect everybody to do? Just fucking fall in line and be, oh, well, Coach Prime's back and everything's going to be good. And let's see if we can get The Rock and Cameron and Wu-Tang back on the sideline and reignite all this. It's not that's all over.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's about winning and it's about fixing this. And bro, just like I understand that me and Tikal are probably the only 2 that are gonna talk about shit like this openly. And I'll take all the shrapnel. I don't give a fuck. I don't know any of y'all. But you have to understand, this is concrete information I'm getting. And I'm not going to throw who I got it from under the bus, but to act like it's not real is super naive. So this is a problem. I think that they need to restaff at least. In my opinion, they should get a new offensive coordinator, a new quarterback coach, figure out who's really running the offensive line room and let that guy run it, and have an assistant to him, but not 3 offensive line coaches. Mm-hmm. Who's really running the defensive line room, Pecco or Sapp or the assistant, and then 1 defensive line coach and an assistant. You can pay your guys more if you have less coaches, by the way. And then let me ask you this. Box unfollowed me on Twitter. I wonder how sensitive he is, but Corey hasn't yet. So Corey, I commend you.
Okay.
It's typical. It's Matt's mean. Yeah, okay. You're right. I'm a mean son of a bitch. You are fucking correct. I am as fucking mean as you can fucking get. You want to know who taught me how to fucking do it? Dave McChesney, Gary Barnett, and Chris motherfucking Wilson. That's who taught me how to do this shit. And that's the fucking truth. So You can be sensitive to it, but you can't run from it. Let me ask this question to the chat, to you, to everybody. Who's the master recruiter on this staff? Because when I was there, and this guy's still in the fucking building, by the way. Okay, I wonder. Coach Brian Cabral's wife is in the hospital. Okay, she's been there for about a month. All right. I wonder, has anybody from CU even reached out to BC? Because he still works for them. I see him on the sideline all the time. I talk to BC almost every fucking day over text. Just love you, coach. Anything you need, let me know. And that's just it. I understand that it's fleeting. But God damn it, if he needed something, he knew he could pick up the phone and call me. Brian Cabral, the linebacker coach there who played there, who won the Super Bowl with the 85 Bears. The 85 Bears, the best defense that's ever fucking walked, maybe. Okay? And then coached there for 30 fucking years and had God knows how many great linebackers, from Merkinson to fucking Russell to Ted Johnson to Greg Beaker to Sean Tufts to Hannibal Navies to Jay Sean Sykes and Joey Johnson. Every motherfucker, Jordan Dizon and just Nate Landman, and the list goes on and on and on. He's right down the hall. He's a master recruiter. Why don't you consult with him? Coach Barnett tried to consult with Coach Prime. He blew him off. Didn't even listen to what he had to say. So, look, who's the master recruiter on that staff that's going to solve this problem? I'll wait. Because you know what the problem is right now, Bailey, and everybody in the chat. You want to know what it is? The problem is Brian Howell asked a hard question. Fuck him. Matt McChesney's talking on his podcast. Fuck him. Takal is exposing all this shit on film and worked with a bunch of players. Fuck him. We're just going to run all of our information through Nelly and Jake and Ryan, and they'll glaze everything and act like it's not a problem. The prime sexuals will agree, so they'll always have somebody in the corner like a little chihuahua barking, but no one's taking it seriously. You're just barking because everybody can see this. Everybody knows what's happening. Even the kids, bro. The kids know too. That's why we've lost, count them, 5 fucking commits in the last month.
Can I throw a spin on this, Matt? Because I saw somebody in the chat say this, and I read this briefly before we hopped on here, because this just came out today. So this is Lord. So Brett Schrotenboer of USA Today has reported that Colorado projects a $27 million deficit after Coach Prime's contract pay raise and NIL payouts, Matt. So this came out today, the 2nd of December. This is a quote here. I'm reading it on Bleacher Report, but those deficits.
Did you repeat that, please?
Okay, so let me read this again. Brett Schrotenboer of USA Today reported the school's athletic department is estimating a $27 million deficit for the fiscal year that ends next June due to prime pay raise, NIL payouts, etc. Here's another number for you before I read this quote here. Based on the school here, football-related costs, $60.4 million, account for the single biggest expense in the overall outlay, $163.7 million from Colorado's athletic department, according to Schrotenboer. Here's a quote saying, "These numbers are not final. The athletic department is hoping to bring that deficit down by the end of June with revenue from donations, sponsorships, and concerts at Folsom Field," Schrotenboer said. But it has never reported a deficit that big before, which could potentially leave the athletic department in need of more than $41 million in subsidies from the university, including the institutional support and student fees.
Can I ask a question? What the fuck are we spending money on? We don't spend it on recruiting. They don't leave the fucking castle to recruit. They're not spending it on the private jet. What? They just made more money over the last 3 years than they ever have, ever. Last year, wasn't the bump last year like hundreds of millions of dollars?
I thought they brought in a bunch of money.
Like the bump for the community and Boulder and everything else was astronomical. And now they're in a $27 million pitfall. I wonder, is somebody fucking cooking the books? Does fucking is the mafia running the Boulder bookkeeping? Bro, what the fuck are they spending money on? You're not. You didn't waste all this money on players. That's not what happened. And you didn't. The salary for the coaches isn't that expensive. The defensive line coaches and the assistant coaches make about $350, okay, with a $50,000 bonus. The coordinators, before they paid Livingston what they paid him, made about $800 with about a $100,000 bonus. Coach Prime got up to $10 million a year.
Yep.
Okay, so that still doesn't account for a $27 million pit windfall. That's fucking ridiculous.
So they're saying that because of revenue sharing, the 20.5 million plus the 10 million a year per coach for Prime, right? Is I mean, they're saying they told USA Today, Colorado previously told USA Today Sports in September it was to be determined how it would come up with the money to pay for those two big new costs.
Okay, I don't believe you. Not you. I don't believe Colorado. I don't believe you. I don't fucking believe you. And I don't believe you because I've been doing this too long. And I've heard Colorado cry poverty for fucking years while they're building the Champion Center and building an indoor and fucking hiring and firing coaches and private planes and fucking donors and blah, blah, blibbity, blah. Like you're broke. Shut the fuck up. You guys just can't manage fucking money and you don't know how to write your books, apparently. I don't know. But I don't believe this. I don't believe it. I'm going to need more information than just one guy's story. This could just be somebody in the athletic department saying, look, we need to play this narrative up that we're broke so people give us a break. That's not the way this works anymore in college football. Find somebody with oil money or something, bro. Coach Prime, we went over this yesterday. How many endorsements does this guy have?
Yeah, like
we can't drum up fucking money. Again, you know what you have to do in order to get support? Leave the castle. If you want to help fundraise,
what's up, people? This is USA Today, bro.
Yeah, if you want to help fundraise, if you want to help fucking fundraise, leave the castle and go with Rick George until he resigns and help fucking fundraise and make more money to pay more players and get more money for you and the coaches. Instead of docking everybody 20% of their salary and just expecting everyone to be happy about it. Now, this makes sense now that they're docking salary.
Wow.
Holy shit, dude.
Wow. Holy shit. Matt, we're going to take a brief break because we got a video we want to show during the commercial break here. When we come back, we're going to react to Monday Night Football last night as Christian Ellis was laying the wood last night, cracking Jackson Dart on the sideline, hitting the hell of the little kick returner for the Giants. Also, Young Ho Koo, I don't know what's up with their kicker, just straight up kicking the ground. That cracked me up last night a little bit.
This guy kicked the fucking ground.
See, what the fuck is he doing? We're going to discuss all the coaching moves in college, Matt. I mean, we got to cover as many of these as we can here, including Bob Chesney going to UCLA potentially, Matt. Sounds like he's signing a 5-year deal, but
we're definitely going to talk about the playoff, right?
Yeah, we're going to talk about the playoff, the rankings, etc. Because the conference championship scenario where Duke, as a 5-loss team, can potentially get in automatically is crazy. That's crazy.
Even if they win, they're not getting in. They won't let them in.
Even
though it's supposed to be an automatic bid. So why can't you change the automatic bid for the fucking power? For the non-Power 5 team too. We're going to talk about that. I know you don't think that should happen. I sent you something over text. Did you get it?
Yeah, we're going to show that at the commercial break here. We're going to show that, and then we'll be back here in about 4 minutes here to discuss all the coaching moves. Go ahead.
And look, I'm going to play something real quick that I put together for anybody that questions where my heart is.
Lock the gates. That's all.
Coaches included. Coach Prime, Bucky, everybody. You want to question where my loyalty is and where my heart is? Listen to this.
Take a listen to this, folks. We're going to be back in 2 minutes. Make sure you guys go ahead and pound the like button, subscribe, and become a member of the Dungeon family here at 0 to 60, the premier show for Colorado Buffaloes football coverage, brought to you by the Believe Network and FanDuel. We'll see you guys in about 4 minutes.
Line. Okay, so this is what 9 on 7 is all about. Give it up for a former Buff, and if God loves you guys,
all right, man, look, this is the best fucking period in practice, hands down, all right? This is when you get to beat the shit out of your best friend. All right, so this should be the most competitive period every single day, especially on a Tuesday. Defense, chase the fucking football. Second man in tackles the ball. Offense, finish every block. Put the man on the ground and let him know. Push him down when you get up. As a lot of you know, the guys who work with me, I do a ton of recruiting and talk to coaches all over the country. Usually, as a businessman, I try and keep what coaches tell me, okay, off the track. I don't really, talk to you about what they say, yada, 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 right? Cal's coming in here, right, on fucking Saturday, and we're going to lock the motherfucking gates on him. All right? He said to me, oh, yeah, they're really struggling. We got a chance to get everybody on the flight in the game Saturday.
Hell no.
So as a fucking man, the past is the past. It's over. Learn from it. I'm not here to preach to you about the greatness and shit. This place is special or you wouldn't fucking be here. You're the future. You're the foundation it's built on. The change starts now in this fucking period. When these motherfuckers from Berkeley walk in here on Saturday, lock the fucking gates and don't let them out until they're beat down in purple. You deserve this shit. You've been working your balls off for it. Your name's been drunk through the mud. I challenge you to play for the name on the front and the fucking back Saturday. To be the guy that you fucking grew up wanting to be, because it's right now. There ain't no transfer portal to save you. Okay? 2 guys just got let go. They're on paid vacation. Good for them. You're here. This is all we got. And I say we because I believe in you. I know you can do this shit. The men in this fucking group have heart and spine. And it's on you. I challenge all of you right now. Are you a like football guy or are you a fucking need football guy? Do you really need this shit? Do you fucking breathe it every day or are you just here for fucking free school? You gotta earn this motherfucking scholarship at CU. With your effort every fucking day you walk out here. If you consider yourself a leader on this team, act like it every day. Show up and set the example. Chase the football. Be a mean, surly prick bastard. This is the only place you'll ever be able to do it. You got an opportunity to tell everybody in the fucking country on Saturday who the fuck we are. I'm telling you, they have no idea the buzzsaw they're walking into. All the shit you've had to eat for the last 5 weeks. All these people.
Whether it's offensive linemen as they work combos and double teams and also pass pro and punch, I think the unique physicality of this is outstanding. So much so that you can use it for your shield on punt team or as you rush in the shield. There's so many different ways that we're using it. We get better a little bit every single day, and I just wanted to say thank you because I hadn't ever thought of this, and when I saw it, it made total sense, and we're doing a great job with it. So thank you, man. Go Big Red. What this has done for us is it's allowed us to, because of the surface area, because of its firm nature, I can still strike against another player and have to use that punch just like you do on a sled. At the same time, have to time my punch because it could move. I can teach defensive linemen how to handle double teams because they can feel pressure. We can simulate contact in a safe environment in non-contact times because of this unique bag.
Welcome down here to the Lab 60 Football Academy, 60 Strength and Fitness. I am your owner and operator, Matt McChesney. I just wanted to let everybody know that 60 is now on Cameo. You can go on Cameo and request any tips for training, any offensive line, defensive line tips, recruiting tips. I get so many inquiries in my inbox on a daily basis about tips and can you look at my film and can you do this? Can you break down something for me? I'd love to. All right? It's like the Joker said, my man, right here. If you're good at something, never do it for free. So Cameo is now your bridge to 60 Football Academy. Go in, request what you want, tips, suggestions, recruiting, film, and we will make sure that you get the absolute best from the best. So check out 60 on Cameo at 60 Academy. Cameo, 60 Academy. Cameo, 60 Academy.
We're back. On the like button. Boy, it's been an electric show. Dropping bombshells here, Matt. As
check your phone.
Oh boy. Yeah. I'll wait for whatever you sent me to load, and it's like, well, I'll be able to see it. Oh boy. Oh. Okay. So, folks,
holy fucking shit, dog.
We're gonna.
Holy shit.
Hey.
Holy shit. And look, I want you to understand something. I'm always going to be on the player side.
Of course.
Always. I was on Coach Prime's side when he was a player. I hope he got paid as much as he could. I'm on all the players' side in college. I'm on all the players' side in the NFL. I think a bad coach, regardless of how good of a player you are, can destroy the potential of a great player that you don't even know could be great.
Mm.
I also think there's a huge disconnect. And look, the transfer portal is going to do that, but God damn it, that doesn't mean it has to. You could be a glue guy coach and bring everybody together instead of ostracize everyone. If you're the head coach and you're not accessible to the worst player on the roster at 1:00 in the fucking morning on Sunday, you shouldn't be the head coach. Period.
I agree.
And if that pisses everybody off, take your prime sexual ass, coat your arm in fucking sandpaper, and stick it up your ass. Right there. Okay? Because I know what I'm talking about. The worst player on the fucking roster as a freshman might end up being your best player on the fucking roster as a senior if you just develop him and show him you give a fuck. But if everyone has to kiss the ring all the time, that turns people the fuck off regardless of how cool you think you are. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's played out. Do you understand the power? I said this when Coach Prime took the job, and I don't know where he lost this, but I feel like it's lost. His power is how he makes you feel about you around him.
Yeah, you said that.
And he's supposed to be not hard to find and accessible, right? Well, brother, he is super hard to find. He's inaccessible. He doesn't leave the castle. And it's almost impossible to get in front of this man, even as one of his players.
That's concerning.
Something has got to change, dude. And Coach Prime's not going anywhere. Please, Coach, please, just humble yourself and hire some people that can help you and turn this around. You can't just be like, oh, well, I'm going to solve the problem. Watch. That's not solving the problem. That's talk. We need action, and there is no action.
Bingo. I agree with you, Matt. Before we close out here, if you guys are watching, hit that like one. We appreciate everyone that's watching and supporting, but yeah, fuck is right, Matt. This is extremely concerning for CU, but let's go into more of a positive note before we talk about and argue about the college football playoff for a while. Last night, I don't know if you got a chance to watch the Patriots-Giants Monday Night Football game here, but Christian Ellis was laying the wood here. This is what happens, Jackson Dart, when you tippy-toe on the sidelines. I wish more players would do this to, like, Mahomes maybe. I saw Caleb Williams got cracked on the sideline, and I'm seeing more of it, which is great. Christian Ellis also had a really good hit on the kickoff return. And, boy, he really cracked him here, popped off some paint on the helmet. But, Matt, I don't know if you've ever kicked a football or into kicking ever. They ever asked you at a lower level of football to kick. But Younghoe Koo, what the fuck? I've never seen this. I've played football for a while. I have never seen any kicker I've played with kick it into the miss like this. I think God, what? I'm trying to think. No, I've never seen anything like this. So what's up with Younghoe Koo here? Or Young Wei or Young Ho, whatever, what's up with this? And then your reaction to the game last night.
Did you show Ellis murdering everyone?
Yes. Can
you show that again real quick? I just need to see it.
So let's show here. I'll show a better angle. Let me get a better angle here of Jackson.
Did you show when he hit the fucking returner too?
Oh yeah, I showed that one.
Holy
Here's Jackson
God.
Dart on the sideline first. Here's him getting cracked by
Oh,
Chris
yeah,
there.
Run
By
out of
Jackson
bounds.
Dart. And then here's the hit on the here's the hit on the returner here, where you actually get some paint coming off the helmet. I thought this was a hell of a hit here. Man,
Gunner.
oh yeah,
done. Career's over. It's time to fucking retire 7 years in. Look, everybody needs to understand too, that is Luther Ellis's son. All four of his brothers played in the NFL. 3 of them still do. 1 of them plays for the Broncos. Luther Ellis played at Utah, played for about 12, 15 years for the Lions. Is a fucking monster of a player. Monster. He coaches now at Utah. He's their D-line coach. He's a fucking badass human, okay? That's neither here nor there. Not surprising his kids are fucking destroyers. Like, you ever heard that fucking song by Static X? Destroyer. That's all you need to play when this guy's fucking
Well, that
guy,
makes sense.
bro, the game was what it was. New England's way better. By the way, their throwback uniforms. I need to see Denver's throwback against New England's throwback in the AFC title game ASAP.
Oh yeah,
Okay?
Both their throwbacks are nice.
Both
And the
fucking
Seahawks. Give the Seahawks credit.
And the Seahawks
some nice
throwback
ones.
is incredible. Tampa's throwback is incredible.
Oh yeah, the
Philly's
white.
Philly green is incredible. Like, I wish the Giants wore the Giants helmet, the old school look, and the old whites instead of that. The NFL can't get their shit together. But look, the hits were incredible. And I heard a bunch of people complaining about it, like, they need to regulate this out of the game. Go watch tennis. That shit is football right there, bro. I fucking got so excited, I jumped off my seat. I don't care if he gets fined. New England Patriot fans should pay the fine. That was fucking awesome. Now, the kicker. Dog. What the fuck are you doing? Are you on mushrooms or something? Is your depth perception fucked up? Are your eyes closed? Do you have blindfolds on? What the fuck is going on here, Young Wei? This does not look like a very productive. I don't know how this guy ever gets the job again, kicking again. Just cut him. This is not acceptable. You can't kick the fucking ground. You can't kick the ground, dog. I don't even know how you do this. How do you do this? This is like if there's a 12-pound pussy in front of you, you can't find the G-spot, Young Wei. You couldn't find the fucking G-spot on a 12-pound pussy, homie.
Jesus. I mean, yeah, that's true though.
Right, he's got to go. This is fucking laughable. And there's so many jokes that could be made, and I ain't gonna make them. You guys can.
I mean, oh boy, he really screwed the holder there. That's all I can really say because the holder got fucking killed.
The holder got a sack against him. The holder got up and was like, "Oh fuck, Young Wei kicked the ground, fuck," and then some rookie off the practice squad got his first sack on the punter because Young Wei kicked the ground. Dog, you're kicking the ground,
dude. I mean, this is kind of a slow game for me, but some of the hits, it was just one of the more entertaining Monday night games, man. Despite it being a blowout, and there's some weird shit. Some
like
hits,
for real, is he drunk? How do you even do this, dog? Is your right leg 3 feet longer than your left leg? I'm just anybody that kicks. I need to call Mason and be like, "How does this happen?"
Yeah, it's Mason.
And Mason's gonna go.
Have to say about that?
I don't fucking know. I've never kicked the ground before.
I don't know. I'm in the.
But yeah,
Young
Wei who is now Young Wei not going to have a job anymore.
We'll see. I think they signed him because their other kicker got hurt. So this is just.
Well, they need to go fucking sign somebody else because this is not working. That shit right there. That. When you're if you're 10-2 and that happens, it's funny. If you're 2-11 and that happens, that's bad. It's like Abdul Carter being like, "Oh, shit happens. That's why I wasn't on the field." No, you're a lazy piece of shit and you're a bust and you got half a sack on the year as the 3rd fucking pick overall, and you don't want to go to meetings because you're not starting because you're a little prima donna bitch. That's why. It's not shit happens. You happened, Abdul Carter, you fucking bum. It's like Jerry Jeudy and Shador. You have that video?
I just don't Abdul Carter's response to it's the going at reporters for asking normal.
Shit happens, dog.
Like, why? He's like, I already answered it. Like, what the fuck?
And also, if you I'm tired of this. Can we get Aqib Talib back on the field so he can start ripping chains off left and right.
Oh, you didn't like his
Jackson
big
Dart
little,
and his little
fucking
fucking
chain
girly
either?
pearl necklace here. It looks
Yeah, you
like
didn't
your
like
boyfriend
that.
like came all over your chest, dog. Take that the fuck off.
I thought it was
Out
like
here
schools
getting
or
fucking
something.
wrapped.
No, you don't like it?
No, I don't think we should be wearing. Look, if Jefferson wants to wear jewelry, I'll shut the fuck up. But now everyone's doing it. Like Talib would just be out there fucking making an extra $100,000 a game. Chain.
Smash
Fucking
the motherfucker.
that. I love. I fell in love with him when he did that. I was like, yeah, fuck you, Crabtree. So yeah, dude, I think that it goes to show you like the NFL now is a bunch of like diamond necklaces and fingernail painting, and people think that Ellis is dirty instead of Dart being stupid. Like, guys, if you don't really like football, can you fuck off and go to a different sport and stop ruining ours?
Matt, the chat keeps asking about your whatever you were really excited about earlier. There's no news, so you guys need to calm the hell down. Everyone's like, Jordan Seaton. What the fuck?
There's Jordan
not the
Seaton.
topic of
Jordan
conversation.
Seaton plays left tackle for CU until he doesn't. And hopefully he stays here and develops and really gets some great coaching. And Jordan, I would love to work with you, but that will never happen because I'm mean. Look, that's nothing to do with Jordan Seaton. I'm not going to. There's certain things that I'm just not going to fucking say on the show, and you just got to trust me. That's what it is.
Yeah, Matt, for this final 10 minutes here, we're going to go 5 minutes here. I'm going to go rapid fire. I'm going to show you a head coaching hire, ask you about one, and I want you to give your
We got to talk about
here.
the playoff too, bro.
Yeah, and then at the end, we're arguing about the playoffs. So that's the last thing. We're going to start. Let's start Arkansas. Arkansas hiring Ryan Silverfield from Memphis. I think there's a potential here that he has a lot of success. I think he has a lot of resources to his disposal, but the program's in a tough spot. Your thoughts on this hire?
I think Arkansas should move to the Big 12 and go win the conference.
I mean,
I'm not kidding.
Would you view that as going backwards?
No, I would view that as getting into the playoff every year. Look, I think I'm just looking at the SEC and going, holy God in fucking heaven. Auburn and Arkansas are in the Big 12. They're probably like 9-2, but they're in the fucking SEC and they're like 2-10 and 4-8. I love Silverfield. He's a great coach. He's been at Memphis forever. He was there under Norvell. I really think he's a solid coach. This is a hard job, bro. Arkansas is a hard job in the SEC. They were an old Southwest Conference team. You know, they are SEC, you know, through and through. They've been in the conference forever, but you know, it's been a long time since they've been good. And the Razorback fans are anxious, and I'm hoping that Ryan Silverfield gets all the resources and everything to compete. But the fucking league is ridiculous. But fucking Vanderbilt is 10-2. They turned it around in the SEC. They just flipped the number one quarterback in the fucking country, dog. From Georgia to Vandy.
Yeah,
so,
that's crazy, by the way. They flipped that kid. That's unbelievable.
Yeah,
huge.
So,
kid.
yeah, nothing's out of bounds, and this is a great hire, and I'm really happy for my guy, Ryan.
I think it's a great hire as well, Matt. I mean, there's a lot of people saying a lot of shit. I was really excited when I saw this because I thought Ryan Silverfield did a hell of a job at Memphis. Matt, Pat Fitzgerald coming from Northwestern after all the BS. He's going to Michigan State. And I think he has the potential to really turn around this program quickly. Matt, what are your thoughts here?
First of all, Pat Fitzgerald got totally fucked at Northwestern. He played there. He was by far their best coach ever, even including Coach Barnett, who took him to back-to-back Rose Bowls. He was a GA at CU when I was there before he went to Northwestern. He is a great man. Just because some fucking pussy on Northwestern's roster can't handle getting bullied, he shouldn't have lost his job. Let's be real.
100%.
Michigan State hired a fucking dude, bro. If I'm Michigan, I'm going, why the fuck didn't we hire Pat Fitzgerald? Like, I'm sure that Michigan and Michigan State would, like, Michigan State got their coaches better than your coach, and I like Sharon Moore. So this is a big time hire. They've got tons of money there. They've got facilities, and they want to win. They're used to Mark D'Antoni, not Midnight Mel and who was the other guy? Jonathan Smith from Oregon State. This is the Big Ten hire. He's a Big Ten guy. He knows the landscape. That team's going to be disciplined, tough as fuck, run the ball, play great defense, and Michigan State's going to be, I'd say, give them 2 years, and Michigan State's going to be a fucking force in the Big Ten. So, Patty, great fucking job, bro. I'm glad that you're back. Go stay there for 20 years and build a goddamn dynasty. You bad motherfucker, you.
Yeah, I can't wait to dive into this more. I'll dive into this more on my show here going into next week here. I mean, one of my mentors is a longtime Michigan State alum, played there, and he's hype, to say the least. I think it's a great get for the Spartans. Matt, let's go to UCLA here. They get not you, but Bob Chesney, no relation. He's set to sign a 5-year deal with UCLA coming over from James Madison. He's coaching James Madison through the Sun Belt Championship, college football playoff. They make it, which, I mean, fuck, if Duke beats Virginia, could be a real scenario. Matt, what are your thoughts on this hire for UCLA?
Is he going to stay with James Madison through the playoff if they win?
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. It's not really the same as the Lane Kiffin thing.
No, I don't.
Because
think so.
that's like an in-division rivalry. This is across the country.
Yeah.
And it's an upgrade. UCLA's got bigger problems than their coach. Like, they can't fill their stadium. They want to play a SoFi. They want to build an on-campus stadium. Like, the Rose Bowl is probably going to get phased out here in the next 10 years. I'd love to see another Super Bowl there. That would be cool. I like the hire. I think he's a good coach. Now it's just a matter of, is he going to fit in LA in the Big Ten? That's a hard fucking job, bro. UCLA is at the bottom of the feeder pool in the Big Ten, even more than Michigan State. And he's not a Big Ten guy, but he's a hell of a coach. So we'll see what happens. Like, all these guys getting hired, none of them are bad coaches. So, but I guarantee you 2 or 3 of them in 5 years are fired. So, that's just the way this works. So I hope that they do well, maybe. I'm not a huge UCLA fan, but they've got bigger problems there than just coaching. They've got to figure out where they're playing, the support, the fact that campus is so far away from the Rose Bowl. Like, it probably wouldn't hurt to put an on-campus stadium that only seats like 40,000 at UCLA, because that's about what they do. The Rose Bowl turns into home games for their opposition. Like, when Nebraska went to UCLA, there was like 100,000.
The core and travel, and that was true.
Well, it's not just them. Like,
but not just them. Like, it's
Penn State sold out. Like, it was just every time you have a quality program go in there, they tend to outshow the UCLA guys. So good hire. This guy's an offensive coach. We'll see, the kind of player he brings in, if he brings a bunch of his guys from JMU. We'll see. I like the fact that he's going to stay and coach JMU if they make the playoff. And I don't think they should. I don't think any of the fucking smaller schools should make a playoff this year. I just don't.
Well,
and ACC shouldn't make it either. Virginia shouldn't make it, and Duke shouldn't make it.
Well, there's a potential that doesn't happen, man. There's a potential the ACC has nobody in there if fucking Duke figures out a way to beat Virginia, which could happen, Matt. But it's conference championship week here, and Matt, looking at the Big 12 here, the conference we cover the most. Texas Tech takes on BYU. Texas Tech was my pick to win the conference. I think they're going to shellac BYU in my opinion, but I think it's going to be a good game nonetheless. But I think Texas Tech defensively is going to really give Bear Bachmeier problems, in my opinion. But let me ask you, Matt, there's some news that came out about Kalani Sitake, that he's Penn State's top target for their head coaching search. Penn State still has yet to hire a head coach. It's getting later and later. We're seeing head coaches being hired left and right, but they still have yet to make a move here. Any shot? Do you think any shot in your eyes that Kalani will leave his school? Like, he played there and stuff. Like, any shot you think he leave there for a bigger opportunity to potentially win big? I mean, I'm not so sure. I mean, I also think that you can only go so far at a school like BYU. But I don't know. What are your thoughts, Matt?
Why would he leave? I mean, he's Mormon faith too, right? I'm almost positive he is. I'm almost positive he is. Coach Dillingham put something out about 2 weeks ago about destination, it's like sickness, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this guy is going to go to Penn State. I think that BYU is going to extend him and give him more money, and he's going to stay there and keep fucking stacking 11 wins every year. Because he's got that place on lock. Penn State, again, I think they're overvaluing the logo. Like you got rid of a coach that figured out how to win there consistently, but Penn State thinks they're Ohio State, and they're not. Like Ole Miss thinks they're LSU, but they're not. I've said this before. Penn State is the Ole Miss of the Big Ten. Ole Miss is the Penn State of the SEC. They're always third or fourth tier. They can never beat the big dogs, but they're competitive and they'll make some moves, but they ain't going to win nothing. So I don't think this is a good move for him. I'd stay at BYU if I were him. But hey, if he does go there, then we'll see if it works. That's a tough gig, bro. And I think the Penn State people are figuring it out pretty quick that it's not as appealing as they think it is because of the fucking crazy ass expectations. You just fired a coach that was, a play away from the national title last year. And then he lost his quarterback and how many other players this year, and they just had a bad run. They were 3-3 when you fired him. And, they're a bowl team now. They won 6 games with an intern coach. So they could have just kept James Franklin. And by the way, James Franklin went to Virginia Tech, and he is destroying the recruiting scene. He's signing 4 and 5 stars left and right. He stole 6 kids from Penn State alone because they were committed to him. So
and you think he ain't playing there? He's going to take all of them. Let's go.
Yeah, I think Penn State kind of fucked up here, bro. And I don't think that he should lead BYU. He's a great coach. He's got the Big 12 on lock from that perspective. He dominates the Utah rivalry. They recruit well. There's a certain kind of person and kid that they bring in there that they are very good at identifying, and it works. It works. And the support in Provo is insane. You want to talk about fucking funding, bro. The Mormon stacked tips.
What if Penn State they're going to match whatever they are?
There's no way they can't pay him. There's no way they can't pay the players. Didn't they give the number 1 basketball player in the country
a bunch of money? And Kalani's landed a bunch of different recruits that I'm like, okay. And you got to pay to play.
Who are their 2 right tackles? Who are their 2 tackles? The right tackle is Andrew Gentry, who went to Columbine. Right down the street.
Being a Colorado kid, yeah.
Cool. And then the left tackle is Isaiah Jetty. And you know who that is? He was on CU's roster 2 years ago, and Coach Prime told him he couldn't play. And now he's going to go to the NFL. He's the left tackle. So, yeah, bro. I wouldn't be leaving BYU if I were this guy.
I tend to agree. With you. Matt, it's time to argue before we get out of here. And everyone, the chat's just saying BS, so I wouldn't even.
Okay, you're right. Nelly is a much better man than me. I don't have a problem with Nelly personally at all. I don't like what I heard about Brian Howell. And if we need to have a conversation about it, we can. And if it's just going to be hurt feelings, that's fine too.
He can come on the show. He can come on the show and deal with it.
Yeah, he does a show. If he wants to call me out, he's more than welcome to. I'm not over here anonymously talking shit. I am 100% talking shit.
Conference championship week, Matt. I'm not really sure to go with this. Besides, I know you're at the point where you don't. Let's.
I don't understand how you're going to keep. Okay, so let's say hypothetically, Alabama gets beat by Georgia.
Sure.
But BYU beats Texas Tech.
Yeah, okay? Chaos.
Duke beats Virginia.
Let's say chaos happens, yes.
So I don't think that even if Duke beats Virginia, I don't think the playoff committee will put them in. I just don't. Even though they have an automatic bid, they'll find a reason to fuck them. I guarantee you.
I don't think they'll be ranked high enough.
Well, regardless, they won the ACC, right?
It'll be
if you win the ACC, you're supposed to go.
No, but it's highest ranked conference champion. So if Duke wins, JMU would be in by technicality because they're the highest ranked conference championship.
But they
JMU
also
would
shouldn't
thrown
be
them.
in because they're not a better team than BYU or Utah or Miami. And if Alabama loses, Alabama's out. And if if BYU beats Texas Tech, you got 2 Big 12 teams. Like I personally, Virginia and Duke can go bang it out for the ACC title. Neither one of them should be in. Miami is a better team than both of them. So I'm looking at this whole thing and going like, Vandy's 10-2, and they're not going to get in.
Miami and Vandy are going to get fucked here, I think.
Miami might get fucked. Notre Dame, bro, please, playoff committee. Can you force these assholes into a conference, please? They don't have it's not a fair shake. Everybody else has to fucking play this weekend. These fucking sons of bitches just get to sit on the fucking sideline and be like, oh, well, we lost to A&M, we lost to Miami, but we're still going to get in because we're Notre Dame. Fuck them. Ryan Harris, Bruton, all my guys that went to Notre Dame, fuck your school, bro. I'm tired of this smug shit. Get in the conference.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, fuck it. All right.
Okay. Like, think about it. Okay, so obviously the first 5 are in. Old Miss. Should Old Miss be in?
Yes.
No.
Really? So you think they should be dropped because they lost their head coach and their staff?
Their entire offensive staff is gone. How is that any different than Florida State losing their quarterback?
That doesn't change your roster and your players. They're the top.
I'm just saying the playoff committee made a judgment call with Florida State a couple years ago. They did
do that, sure.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they make a judgment call here.
Out of the top 12?
Do I think they deserve to be? No. They should they should go host a playoff game. But I wouldn't be surprised if the playoff committee looks at it and goes, you know what? We don't think that they're going to show up. They're out. Because this is like the difference between the NFL playoffs is you have to earn that. This is opinion-based. And until it's earned, it doesn't mean shit. You know what really should happen? If Duke wins the ACC, they should go to the fucking playoff. Period. The group of 5, if you're not undefeated, you should not go over a 2-loss SEC team or a 2-loss Miami or if BYU loses by a field goal, they shouldn't get in, but James Madison should. And what happens if Texas Tech loses to BYU and you have to get 2 Big 12 teams in? If Georgia beats Alabama, Alabama doesn't get in, but James Madison does? I mean, come on, dog. That's fucking ridiculous.
There's no way if Duke wins the ACC, they're getting in my opinion. I'd be shocked. It wouldn't make sense. Unless JMU loses, right?
They should, though, right? If they win, they should.
Temple
see how fucked up this is?
If Duke wins and JMU loses, Temple has fuck. Dude. Temple's gonna spoil if Duke wins. I'll tell you.
I think it's a disaster, bro. It's just a bet. Like there's too many teams in the conferences with no divisions, and it's just like the Mountain West. Fucking New Mexico beat UNLV, but UNLV because of computer ranking gets to go to the Mountain West title game. Fucking Virginia and Duke didn't even play Miami. Miami's a much better team than both of them, but they're playing in the ACC title game. Like, I don't know why they thought 20-team conferences was the fucking answer, but it's not. The SEC's all fucked up because of it. A&M didn't play all the teams that are at the top. Old Miss didn't play them. Fucking Old Miss didn't play Alabama, but they played Georgia. Georgia didn't play A&M. A&M didn't play Alabama or Georgia or Old Miss. Like it's a clusterfuck, bro, or Vandy. So I don't understand. College football. I don't know what you're trying to do here, bro.
Matt, listen to this. This will put a shake to it. Charlie Weiss, so is the OC, right? Lane's boy. He's going back to Ole Miss now. You see that?
Oh no shit! Is he going to be the head coach?
He's returning to be the OC to coach the playoffs, right? Let's see here. I'm just gathering this. Here's Lane's statement on Charlie Weiss coaching Ole Miss during the playoffs. With the playoff committee releasing updated rankings tonight, I wanted it to be known that after conversations with LSU, we are allowing Charlie to return to Ole Miss to coach the team during the playoffs. I've already made the committee aware of this, and I'm hopeful this decision will allow Ole Miss to receive the highest ranking possible because these great players are very deserving of that. I'm excited that Charlie will be back to help coach the greatest team in the history of Ole Miss. So yeah, they ain't falling out of the fucking pot. They're not getting dropped out of the fucking thing. If Charlie Weiss is there, no way. In my opinion, that stirs your offense. Because I thought the whole offensive staff, for a lot of them, was gone. But what do you think about this, Matt?
I'm tired of college football and this fucking ambiguity. I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
I like football where you win and you earn it and you get to go. I played in an era where a fucking computer decided one year when we beat Nebraska by 30 and beat Texas in the Big 12 title game to avenge our only Big 12 loss, and Nebraska got to go to the fucking national title game and get smoked by Miami. I wanted to go get smoked by Miami because I think our 0-1 team was pretty good, but that 0-1 Miami team might be the best team ever. So I'm just saying. I don't know how they fix this, but they need to fix the calendar. It's not Lane Kiffin's fault he went to LSU. It's college football's fault. All these other coaches are doing the same thing. They're all leaving programs to go somewhere else.
I blame the calendar. I'm not.
It's the calendar, dog. It's the fucking calendar. And you want to know how to fix it? And I know this is a real brain buster. Just wait until the season's over. Fuck.
Not rocket science. I agree with you, Matt, and I agree with Klatt when he said that. Another news, Matt. Joey McGuire, Texas Tech, 7-year deal here, kind of an extension. They'll get $7 million a year, 7 years, going through 2032, Matt. So news out of Lubbock regarding the top 5 here. But college football playoff rankings come out tonight. Boy, that's some big news with the Charlie Weiss thing here. But Matt, if Duke wins, I think JMU is going to win. Man, I don't know. I think the ACC could be without a team in the college football playoff unless somehow, some way, Miami sneaks in. I don't know. What are your final comments on this before we get out of here on this fine Tuesday?
We'll see what they do on the rankings tonight. A lot of movement on Championship Saturday. I can't believe teams are going to be penalized for playing in the championship game.
Crazy.
Like, if Alabama loses, they're out. That's fucking nuts. That's not why they want to go play in the title game. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
What, are they telling DeBoer's going to be on the hot seat and go to Penn State because of this stupid fucking rule? I mean, come on, man. It's getting ridiculous. College football is broken. It's broken. There's no fucking rules. It's the Wild West. They don't know how to read a calendar. The NCAA is inept and fucking corrupt. There's windfalls of money missing everywhere. $27 million missing in Boulder.
Crazy. What the fuck?
What the fuck, dog? It sounds like fraud to me. I don't know. So I love college football. It's incredible, but god damn, dude, it is fucking ridiculous sometimes, some of the shit that they try and pull. Just why is it that nobody in all these athletic directors and all these fucking big money people that are supposed to be educated, how is it that all you dumb motherfuckers can't figure this out ever? You know what? Let's just move the transfer portal window to the middle of the playoff rather than the beginning. Let's do signing day in the middle of the fucking December instead of February. Why isn't, I heard Joey McGuire say that. Let's move everything up a week. Everyone play week 0. By the time you get done with the playoff, it's January 1st. The portal opens January 2nd. Coaches can get hired January 2nd. Everything rolls.
I saw that video.
Instead of fucking when's the national title game, bro? Like January 20th or some shit?
Like late January. Yeah.
I mean, dog, that's second semester. We're playing into the second semester, and then it fucks up everybody's academics, and they can't transfer, and they can't. The college football is broken. They got to fix
the broken system.
I don't know how they're going to remain. People are going to start checking out. Like, fan bases are just going to be like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I don't want to be involved with this anymore. My team doesn't have a chance. And it's because of the setup. It's not because of the teams. Like, all the conference realignment. I don't think it was worth it, bro. The old Pac-10, the old Big 12, the SEC, the Big East, the fucking the ACC, the Big 10, the Mountain West, like that. it was perfect. And then greed fucked it up, just like it does everything. So, yeah, great show. We've got 7,000 people in the live right now.
Yeah, holy moly, you got a lot of people on your Twitter.
Really appreciate everybody watching. Again, if you're taking offense to what I say, I'm not really hard to find, and I will have a conversation with you, and we will figure it out, or we'll fist fight, or whatever. Or it will remain sensitive and at arm's distance, and we'll just act like it's not happening. Again, if you can't criticize what you love, you don't really love it. I want nothing more than the University of Colorado to operate at a level that is acceptable, which wasn't happening before Coach Prime, and 2 of the 3 years isn't happening with Coach Prime. So when you set the standard of 9-4 and a Heisman Trophy and putting people's names on the fucking stadium and all that other shit, that's the standard you set. You can't expect everybody to just buy into this 3-9 dumpster fire that we're watching right now. You can't. And you can't get mad at people for giving a shit. I'm sorry that I'm the only one with balls and T-Cal's the only one with balls enough to say anything, but I'm not the only one saying it. Other people's, my job is I'm allowed to, because I'm a small business owner and I do my own thing, I have a little bit more leeway with what I can say, and I'm not a bitch, and I'll actually say it. So, look, I want to support. I want to help. There's tons of players down here. I'd love for them to all be in Boulder. There's tons of guys in the transfer portal that should be all up in Boulder. Everybody's too sensitive and scared, and Matt's the bad guy, and yada, yada, yada. And that's okay. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with it.
You know how many videos of you at 6-0 I see, or my friends send me, are like, look, it's Matt. I go, you're everywhere, bro. I was telling you that because I saw people in the chat saying that about you. I don't know. All the shit.
Yeah. Here's a good one. This kid right here, Tyler Etheridge, the 6'5", 310-pound first team All RMAC tackle from CSU Pueblo.
Mm-hmm.
You think CU would be interested in him? Because I think they should be.
Yeah,
they're not. They're not. He's right down the street. It is what it is. Okay. I hope Coach Prime can fix it. I would love to help him fix it if they would utilize their resources, but they won't. This turns into like, he doesn't agree with me, so he's the bad guy. And if that's the way it is, then I am. Because I'm not going to agree with this shit. That's it. Have a great day. We'll be back on Thursday. Guess who's on the show Thursday? You guessed it. Buffed and Prime to Cal's on the show Thursday. So that should be fun. We'll see how many eyes we can get on that show then.
Our boy T-Cal, Buffed and Prime joins.
Ooh, maybe my guys aren't good enough.
All right, Jackson, you're saying bullshit.
Oh, dog, you're right. Brett Coolidge and Deacon and
they're just fucking with you.
All these motherfuckers, they aren't good enough to play at CU, dog. Fuck them. Bunch of pussies, right? Yeah, fuck. They're not good enough, homie. Dude. Like, can you imagine how miserable this piece of shit is that they keep changing their handle just to come in? You do know that you capitalize everything all the time. Your cap lock's on, so we know it's you, dummy.
Pound the like button, subscribe, and become a member of the Dungeon family here at 0 to 60, the premier show for Colorado Buffaloes football coverage. We'll be back on Thursday here, and we appreciate you watching here. We had a bunch of people in the building here, 7,000 on all platforms here. We appreciate the support here, and we will be back on Thursday. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your Tuesday. Peace.
Go Buffs.